5 truly shocking and terrifying moments caught on camera. Welcome, wanderers of the shadows, to another chilling journey into the unknown. I am your guide through the dark corners of reality, Mr. Darkhaven. Tonight, we delve into 5 utterly terrifying moments captured on camera that defy logic, gnaw at the fabric of sanity, and will leave you looking over your shoulder long after the story's end. Each account is retold as if you were the one behind the lens, reliving the fear firsthand. Dim the lights, secure your surroundings, and prepare yourself. Let's begin. The camera shakes in your trembling hands as you navigate the old asylum. Every step echoes in the cavernous halls, your flashlight revealing decades of decay. The stories say this place is cursed, a playground for the restless dead. You've come to debunk those tales, or so you tell yourself. You set up your tripod in the operating room. The walls are stained with something you'd rather not identify, and a rusted wheelchair rests ominously in the corner. As you hit record, a chill grips the room. The temperature plummets. Your breath fogs the lens. Then it happens. A figure, pale, skeletal and hunched, materializes in the frame, its mouth stretched open in an unnatural scream. But there's no sound. Just the deafening silence. You want to move, to run, but your body is paralyzed. The camera, however, continues to roll. The figure inches closer, its hollow eyes locking onto yours. And then, just as suddenly as it appeared, it's gone. When you review the footage later, the figure's scream is a guttural, soul-wrenching wail that shouldn't be humanly possible. The asylum was demolished a year later, but the audio has haunted you ever since. You're recording a late-night vlog in your bedroom. The topic, urban legends. Your viewers love your eerie tales, and you're happy to oblige. Tonight, it's the story of the Watcher in the Mirror. The legend goes that if you stare into a mirror for too long, you might see something staring back, something that isn't you. As you narrate, you glance over your shoulder at the full-length mirror behind you. Nothing unusual. You laugh it off, teasing your audience about how these legends are just stories. But then, you see it. A shadowy figure in the mirror. It's not in your room, but its reflection is unmistakable. Tall, gaunt, with glowing eyes that seem to pierce through the glass. Your breath catches. You whip around. Nothing. The room is empty. But when you look back at the mirror, the figure is closer, inches away. You drop the camera, its lens capturing your screams as the mirror shatters without warning. Days later, you notice something even worse. In every reflection, your shadow has grown darker, more defined. And sometimes it moves when you don't. You and your friends are deep in the forest, shooting a survival vlog. The day passes uneventfully until night falls. The fire's warm glow barely pushes back the suffocating darkness. As you're filming, something flickers in the distance. A light. At first, you think it's another camper, but as it moves closer, you realize it's a lantern, and it's being carried by someone. A man steps into view, dressed in old-fashioned clothes, his face obscured by shadows. He doesn't speak, but he gestures for you to follow. Against your better judgment, you do, your camera capturing every uneasy step. He leads you to a clearing where an ancient tree stands. Carved into its bark are dozens of names. "Leave," the man whispers, his voice raspy and unnatural. Then he's gone, along with the lantern. The forest falls silent. When you check the footage later, the camera's mic has picked up faint voices, dozens of them, whispering your names over and over. You and your friends never return to those woods, but the whispers still haunt your dreams. It's pouring rain as you drive down the desolate highway, your dash cam capturing the slick road ahead. You're exhausted, counting the miles until the next rest stop. That's when you see her, A woman in a white dress, standing on the shoulder, drenched and shivering. Against your better judgment, you pull over. She doesn't speak as she gets into the back seat. Her face is pale, her hands trembling. You ask where she's going, but she only mutters, "Thank you." As you drive, the air grows colder. Your breath fogs the windshield. You glance in the rearview mirror, and she's gone. The seat is empty, but the sound of her breathing lingers. When you review the dash cam footage, your blood runs cold. The camera never captured her getting in or out, but at one point, it clearly shows her face in the mirror, smiling, her eyes black as night. You're house-sitting for a friend, and the power has gone out. Armed with a flashlight and your phone camera, you descend into the basement to check the fuse box. The space is claustrophobic, filled with cobwebs and old furniture. As you pan the camera around, you catch something at the edge of the frame, a shadow that shouldn't be there. You swing the camera back, and the shadow moves. It's humanoid, but twisted, crawling on all fours toward you. You stumble backward, dropping your flashlight. The only illumination now comes from your phone. The shadow stops, rising to its full height. It points at you, its hand unnaturally long. Your phone glitches, the screen flickering as the entity vanishes. You sprint upstairs, slamming the basement door shut. When your friend returns, they find scratch marks gouged into the basement floor, deep, deliberate, and forming your name. And so, dear listeners, we close the lens on these horrifying encounters. Are they proof of the otherworldly, or merely tricks of the mind? That's for you to decide. But remember this: the camera doesn't lie. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay curious, and most of all, stay in the light. Mr. Darkhaven.